Hello, hello. Mic test, hello. Hello, hello, Heartistas. Welcome to episode 4 of the Chiqui Stories podcast. Wala po yung aking tagapalakpak ngayon. Iba po ang setup natin today. But just the same, I welcome all of you. Thumbs up if you can hear me loud and clear. Hello, hello. Hi, Jonah, Menchi, Lauren, Dolly, Mary, Maan. It's such a wonderful Wednesday, July 13, 2022. I am all the way here in Ontario, Canada, or Toronto, to the rest of the world. And I'm very happy that you're here with me right now, watching, sharing this time. But let me start with this. I really don't know what I'm doing. This is the slogan of my life. Always has been, always will be. I'm not even kidding when I say this. I don't have a clue. And I'm no longer hiding or ashamed about it. Sometimes I pretend that I know. Kunyari, alam natin. You know, fake it till you make it. I always prepare to be able to know. I study, I research, I do all the things so that I have the certification, the legal documentation, the coveted plaque of participation, and all the shons you can put in addition. But when the time comes and the thing needs to be done, this is the only thought in my head. Okay, you ready? What the thought of Chiquiness right now? I don't have a single clue. I don't have a clue. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm doing it anyway. It's like childbirth for the moms here. Every single childbirth is always new and you don't know, but you do it anyway. So there it is. I said it. You love it, you hate it, you take it or you leave it. As for now, that is my truth for this moment right here. Maybe after 100 episodes, then maybe I will feel like I know what I'm doing. But artists, remember this. This feeling of not knowing will always be with you, and it's okay. As for the know-it-alls in my life, I love you. I know you. I've been you. Now go, shoo-shoo. As Cher has eloquently and musically put in her song, Believe, I don't need you anymore. Know-it-alls, whether us or other people, we don't want them in our lives anymore because nobody knows what they're doing. Hi, my name is Chiqui Pineda, and this is the Chiqui Stories podcast, episode 4, Creative Chica for the Immigrant Filipina, also known as TCSP, where we don't know what we're doing, but we do it anyway. And when you don't know what you're doing and you're getting confused, you just dance. Okay, another person who doesn't know what they're doing but pretends to know is my co-creator all the way in Sydney, Australia. And her name is Charina. And I'm going to add her to my screen in a now. Chawing! Hi, Chawing!
Hello, Chiqui. I'm back.
She's back. She's
Third
back.
time.
Yay!
Yes.
This is your third time, yes. How are you?
It's
How
my
is
third
Sydney,
time.
Australia?
It's cold. May umulan na naman kanina. We had
Winter
1
po sa
week of...
Australia, mga kaibigan. Winter.
Mhm.
Baliktad sa atin dito sa Canada. Yeah.
So yeah, it's very cold. So I'm all rugged up.
Yes. All
and
what?
I'm nervous. Rugged up. I'm all rugged up, and I'm
rugged up.
nervous. Very nervous.
We don't know rugged up. That means, I assume,
Oh, you
covered.
don't?
That's not in our vocabulary. Rugged up.
Okay.
Balot.
Rugged up. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like, you put rugs all over you. Para
Right.
maging warm ka.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Gawa tayo ng
It's a colloquial.
A colloquial word, yeah. It's like A in Canada, it's always like, such a nice day, eh? Wala, may A rin ba
Mm.
sa inyo? May A?
It's more of hey, I suppose.
Hey.
Hey,
Yes.
with the
Yeah.
H. Yeah.
Ang ganda ng
So
background. That is your living room, Chawing?
it is my living room. It's where we watch TV.
Yes.
And you can see my neighbor. That's the neighbor's house.
Hello, neighbor.
Um,
What's up, Charina? Welcome to the Chiqui
yeah.
Stories podcast, neighbors.
So
And
today,
welcome.
I'm supposed to
Yes.
ask questions to you, right? And
Yes.
binigyan mo ako ng
But
konting homework.
yeah, I gave Charina a little background of what happened because I really care about the regulars here and I want them to know as transparent as possible. That wasn't me. I want to be as transparent as possible. My friend, coach, and fellow immigrant mom, Miss Madel Castrense Lara, was supposed to be set for today, July 13. But then Mama Madel's dog, Kato, suddenly passed away
How
2-3
old
days
is the
ago.
dog?
I think 5,
5. Wow.
6, but
That's a
bata
young
pa.
age.
That's a young dog. Kaya nga sudden, it was so sudden. So sabi ni Madel, Chiqui, I
Yeah.
don't think I can. And it was like 2-3
No.
days ago. So sabi ko, okay, plan B, ching, the Friends episode, and put myself in the hot seat. Actually, yung intro ko, marami pa yun eh, pero sabi ko, wag na, save na natin for the interview because we're 8 minutes in and Charina has very bravely agreed to play host for us
Yes.
today. Thank
So
you. Thank you for that,
I
Charina.
guess we want to focus on one-on-one. So if we have questions and comments from our viewers, pakisulat lang muna sa papel and we'll get back to you during the open forum segment of this conversation later on, right? Okay.
Yes.
So, yes. Okay, write it down in a piece of paper and then later on when we have time, then we'll read your questions. So
May
anyway, Chiqui, I was
homework.
preparing my homework, yeah. I was preparing my script last night, what questions to ask Chiquiness, because there's so many parts of your life that we could talk about, right? But we
Yes,
only have
ma'am.
half an hour. So I need to focus on probably 2 or 3 things lang dito sa conversation na to. We can have
Sige.
many other conversations in the future. But for now, just a few things. Anyway, but first of all, I would like to start with your favorite questions to your guests, which is, how was Chiqui like as a child?
Like this.
Balik ko sa'yo.
Like this. The same.
The same.
The same.
Ikay?
I was not naughty, but more of very I've always been a curious cat, always a curious kid. When I was a child, I remember, di ba, mga manang, si Manang Alma would take me with her to the basketball court sa Davao. By the way, daghang maayong adlaw sa tanan
Maayong
nga
buntag.
maayong buntag, maayong adlaw. She would bring me to the basketball court kasi may palaging weekly merong tawag ng tanghalan, singing contest. So that was our regular weekly routine, I think every Friday. And so we would watch, and I think that was my very first foray into the music business because we would be right in front and I would be watching them and very impressed. I loved it.
And this is in Davao?
Sa Davao. Yeah, lumaki po ako sa Davao.
Were you born in Davao?
No, I was born in Mandaluyong City. Represent. Both my parents are from Luzon, but my dad got assigned to work in Davao. So we pioneered a town. It was practically a dust bowl of a town called Panakan because it was a new company. And so my dad was part of the new company. And I loved his work because we were allowed to go to his office. And so we would go there almost every day kasi logging
Mhm.
company, Chawing. So the
Ah,
logs, I don't know
okay.
if you know this, but logs need whatever logging company. This was back in the day. Ngayon, ano na siya, hindi na siya
Mm.
eco-friendly. The logs would have to be put in the water. So yung
Right.
dagat,
Yeah, yeah. I can imagine.
you can imagine, right? That
Uh-huh.
the
Yeah.
ocean was right literally across from our subdivision. I would say, well, I was young, so it seemed far, but not that
Mm-hmm.
far. 10 minutes walk, 10-minute walk
From
from
the
our
water.
house. From our
That's
house,
about
literally,
that's about a kilometer,
mabagal
more or
kami
less.
maglakad eh. We had small feet.
Oo.
So probably
Oo.
now you can run it in 3 minutes, you. And I loved everything that was art. Always
Mm-hmm.
drawing, always painting, always writing. So I'm serious when I say this is me when I was young. It's the same. I
Nice.
circled back.
Mm-hmm.
I circled back.
Okay.
There was a middle
So
that I was pretending to be something else, all executive and all, diva diva, all formal and ice lady. No, no,
no, no, no. Okay.
this is me.
So
This
you
is me.
spent your childhood in Davao, and that's for the rest of your family.
Davao City from
All
age 3 to
right.
15. Age 3 to 15, showing.
So part
Yeah.
of high school?
Nursery, elementary, high school.
High school. And then
Formative
nag-college
years.
ka
College,
sa
we
ano na,
moved
Manila,
to
UP.
UP Diliman. Moved to
Oh,
Manila because I got accepted to UP Diliman, no less.
mhm.
Yeah.
What degree? What course was it? May I
BS
ask?
Economics.
Wow.
Nerd.
And then you became a singer, a performer.
Ginapang. Ginapang ko yun. Yeah. Ang
Anyway, we'll
hirap.
talk about how, those things later on or another episode perhaps, right?
Maybe,
Okay.
yes.
Thank you for that story about your childhood, Chiqui.
You're welcome.
Now, so
Mhm.
next question is because you've always done a lot of things, right? And you have your Chiqui story Sabado.
Mhm.
Now, my next question to you is it's about the why. Why did you come up with a podcast idea? How did it
Mm.
start?
Mm.
How did it start? Like take us to
Kunyari,
from the
kunyari
very
hindi ko alam.
beginning.
Kunyari hindi ko alam yung question.
Oh.
No, because
Keep it.
guys, this was the main reason. Sandali ha, I'm gonna break the wall. This was actually the main reason I wanted to sit in the hot seat, even if it's so uncomfortable, because we wanted to introduce the podcast to you. Charina and I said, I think it's about time we tell people about what the podcast is all about. Okay, I have slides. So talagang kunyari hindi
You
alam.
do? Oh,
Pero I
sige.
have slides for that. Okay, but before
Can
I
you
put
share
the
it with
slides
us?
on, I will.
Uh-huh.
Before I put the slides on, I have to give you the short answer of why the Chiqui Stories podcast exists.
Correct.
The short answer and the answer that gave me the geese bumps when my coach Leia asked me is this. Deep dive ka agad, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Or I'll save it for later. No, I'll say it right now. It was because I was always shut
You were
down.
always filtered?
I was always shut down as a child,
Okay.
as a young girl, as I guess being
Oh.
a woman, an artist in the 70s and 80s, we were so controlled. Iba na ngayon, Chawing eh. But
Mm-hmm.
during our time, artists, especially the weird ones,
Mm-hmm.
the
So you
loud
would say
ones,
your wings were clipped,
yeah.
would you say? I
Well,
think we
no, or else I would not be here now. They were not clipped. They were probably just
okay.
tied. Tied.
Parang
Yes.
okay, tied.
Yeah.
Okay, not cut totally, but sort of don't spread it too far or too
Yeah.
wide.
Don't be too
Don't
loud. Don't
soar,
be.
baka bumagsak.
Yes.
Okay, that's a
And
good
then
metaphor.
slides. Okay. Episode
Okay.
4 with Chiquiness and Chawing the mission vision of that's
Tricky
sorry.
stories.
Mali. That's the last one.
Maling
Mali.
slides.
Start from
Okay.
the top.
Okay.
Episode 4, how the Chiqui Stories podcast came to be. Or let's get real, the real scoop behind TCSP, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the formal, let's pretend we're presenting for a panel here. Lauren, Mary, Maan, Jonathan, you are the panel. Okay, you guys. Manji, hi. Okay. So the main purpose is to find deeper meaning and purpose in our new world as immigrants. We can do this by finding meaning and purpose in our very own day to day lives so that we don't feel
Mhm.
alone and lost in the many everyday challenges. Kasi napakarami po. Lahat ng mga imimammies and daddies, taas ang kamay. So many challenges. Hindi natin akalain. And the Tagalog version. Tagalog version. Ikaw naman, Chawing.
Tagalog version. Okay. Gusto nating makahanap ng katuturan, ang lalim, at layunin sa bagong mundo bilang dayo. Alright. Maaari nating magawa ito sa paghahanap ng katuturan at layunin sa ating mga sariling buhay para walang nakakaramdam na sila ay nag-iisa at naliligaw sa araw-araw na pagsubok na kanilang kinakaharap. Wow, ang hirap magbasa ng Tagalog.
Yes. Tongue twister ba? Tongue twister. Bisaya na lang.
Mahaba. Mas mahirap ang Bisaya.
Mas lisod. So TCSP, to continue, TCSP and our partners have a common vision to create a more caring, belonging, and courageous creativity in ourselves and our communities. We can all learn to be a safe space for fellow immigrants when we connect with our whole hearts. And connecting with our whole hearts means connecting as ourselves. Just
authentic selves.
Be you, boo. Magpakatotoo, sabi ni Miss Fed de los Reyes. Appear.
No filter, no holds barred.
Konti. Magbra
konti lang?
Magbra at panty ka naman. Don't be naked.
Okay.
Bathing suit.
Walang komando.
Walang komando.
Walang komando dito. Okay, alright. Basta maganda yung so, okay. Not reading this too long. Magtatagalog? Okay.
Are you uncomfortable?
Ikaw na lang, Chiqui. No, you read it.
Sige.
You read it.
Kami sa TCSP, kasama ng aming mga kasosyo, ay may iisang layunin. Lumikha ng mas mapagkalinga, mapagkanlong at mas matapang na pagkamalikhain sa ating sarili at sa ating komunidad. Lahat tayo maaaring matutong maging ligtas sa kanlungan para sa kapwa natin, dayo, kapag nakikitungo tayo ng buong puso. And I would like to say thank you to my Georgette Gonzalez for translating that. I miss
very good translation.
It's beautiful. Especially the word
Georgette?
kanlungan. I hope she can join us because Georgette is a writer. She is a novelist. Another very creative.
You should get her on board.
We will. Yeah. We still have more episodes to go. Sabi ni Lauren, balik na action ako work. Okay. All right. Sorry, I got distracted.
You got distracted.
I'm gonna turn off the comments.
Mamaya na yan.
Sige.
Yeah. So we've got our why. But I recall on episode 3.
Yeah.
You were rather sick. And you had a cold.
Yes. I had the flu.
You had a flu.
I had a flu. Yes.
Can you remind me my why? So I thought, so it means that everyone, kahit alam natin ang why natin, we know our purpose, we've written it down, we still get confused because there are obstacles, may magkakasakit tayo, and we get busy, and along the way, while we achieve whatever goals we want to get to.
Distracted.
So how do you manage the distractions so that you get back to your purpose? What are the tools and tricks you can share with us?
Okay, so I reviewed this question and I said, okay, this is a hard question to answer because I really, honest to God, Pexman crossed my heart, not diagnosed yet, but I think I have a form of ADHD. So I have, let's just call it ADHD tendency. And the more I research about it, I was researching for family members, Chawing. And then I found out more and more. The more I read about it, the more I realized, parang ako tong dinidescribe nitong mga ano na to ah. It feels familiar, all of the habits. And one of the antidotes, the most effective one so far, is sticking to a routine. Kasi artists
Very
to
good.
begin, yeah, right? Artists to begin with are very like on the fly. Kung ano yung mainit ngayon, nandun siya. Whatever shiny, nandun siya. Another definition of ADHD, by the way. Whatever is the loudest, that's what you go to. And so if you have a solid routine as an immigrant mom, that is essential. I would say top 3. When there's a routine, whatever distractions, hindi ka na masyadong matutuliro kasi you're following the routine. You know how you brush your teeth every day? You don't even think about it anymore. Oh my God, I'm gonna brush my teeth again. Wala nang ganon. Wala.
So you're taking away the decision whether you want to brush your teeth because that's what you do every morning.
Thank you, Miss Engineer Charina Giron.
So
very good.
I'm going
removing the decision making.
I'm training right now, right? I'm training for a marathon. So meron akong training plan. So I run on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then Saturday, Sunday, it's non-negotiable.
Exactly.
Kahit maulan.
No matter what.
Tumakbo. O kasi yun yung nakasulat. So that's how you keep to the track or keep to the plan.
On track, yeah. Correct. That's number 1. Number 2, we need, talking to you, Amy Mama, watching right now, we need a support group.
Okay.
So if you're religious, the church. If you're very social, community center. If you're antisocial, but you still want to have a group, online groups. You need a strong support group to survive this immigrant life. You cannot do it alone, even if because I have my own personal experience, because I'm, this, Wruddy, I'm very introverted. Surprise!
We all are.
and because we are introverted, we kind of avoid this support group. Hindi na, kaya ko na, I'll do it on my own. That is the death knell of your heart. So I now, after all these years, have found the most effective and most comfortable kind of group. I went through all of it. Started with church group and then Filipino community groups and then so on and so forth. But now I realize that I allowed the how do we say it? You know what? I forgot something. Before I answer this question, I should have said first, when you say on track, what does that look like for you? That's the first. What does on track look like for me? Because it's different for everyone, right, Chawing? For me as a stay-at-home mom and the work from home artist, this is what on track looks like. Okay, so I'm not recommending this for everybody. It doesn't work for everybody. If you can do it alone, do it alone. But this is just for me, and I suspect for you too. And then the third, so to continue, the essential.
So you have 2.
I have
routine.
This is the top 3. Yeah. Routine, have a solid support group. Ideally, not family. Iba yung family eh.
No. And you can have multiple support groups, by the way, because each group might have a different dynamic.
Yes, right? But you have to have a core group is what I'm saying. Yeah. Like right now, at this time in my life, my core are my Wruddy. Outside family, I have my own family loves, but my Wruddy, Chawing, that's you, and then my VitaBabes at this stage in my life. And then there's the peripheral ones, my golf buddies, the one that I meet every other week, and then it just radiates outward. But that core group is essential. And then number 3, and this is the crucial one of all. God, this is the one.
The third one?
The third is the most crucial. And I wish I knew this in my younger years, but you cannot. It comes with age. Eh? You ready? It is the very oracle in Delphi that says, know thyself. You've heard that, right? The know thyself.
Yeah, that's the hardest
That
part.
that is
Yeah.
the most crucial one of all. Capital S for knowing self. That is what I have personally learned, Chawing. Again, this is just me. I don't know about you guys, but the more I got to know, kinarir ko, in other words, kinarir ko na I need to, why do I think this way? Why do I react that way? Why do I do this when I'm tired or when I'm happy? I
Why
really,
do I have negative self-talk?
yes, talagang
Yeah.
kailangan, ginawa ko siyang parang project. Kasi
Okay. So,
the thoughts are non-stop, correct? That's like, whether
it's
positive or negative, it's
monkey mind.
non-stop. Yes.
Remember, you introduced me to that word, monkey mind.
The monkey minding, yes.
Yeah.
And that mind is actually not you. And that was taught to the Western world, which means us, by Ram Dass and all of these other teachers who remind us that the thoughts are not really you. Who we are is the one watching the thoughts. Okay, here's an experiment. Okay, let's get quiet. It's going to be uncomfortable, but let's get quiet for just 10 seconds, okay? 10 seconds, starting now. Okay. Wala pang 10, pero na-board na ako. My ADD mind. When you got quiet, your thoughts didn't stop, right? It was doing a narrative. What's she doing? What is this?
Where are we going with this?
Where are we going? Okay, all of those things, right? Chatter. Okay, those are the thoughts. But then there was someone watching those thoughts as well, or else we wouldn't be talking about it.
Yes, exactly.
The one watching is me. And then when I finally got that, it was like, it was a different level of maturity.
So now
my thoughts are not me, because neurodivergent brains like ours, or in other words, that's a deep word, but we'll just say the weird ones have 10 times more thoughts than the normative people. Like it's like hyper, neurodivergent, and neuronormative. I don't know where you fall under, but I definitely fall under the divergent. In other words, the weird. Which is why I never have just one career. That's why there are like multiple. Because I cycle through all of them. That's why. So that's the tip. Bonus pro tip.
So know thyself is that tip.
Yes, learn.
Observe yourself, how you react.
You know how you take classes? Take a U class. Go to the University of U. Go to the University of U and study everything you can. I have a pro tip bonus. And this is because I know there are a lot of people listening right now, if not on the live and the recording, immigrant moms who will say, ay, hirap naman mga yan. Sige, I will try. And then they try with all their heart and then they fail. It's happened to you. It's happened to me, Chawing. Bonus pro tip, you will fail many times over in wanting to get this on track thing. You will get off track. And let me and Chawing be the ones to remind you today, baby Imi mommies listening right now. It's okay to get off track, because that's the normal thing. You go on, you go off. You go on, you go off. Just keep coming back.
Correct.
Okay. Which is why the theme song is, for that, is starting over again. And
so if you fell off
your
horse, get back up to your horse. Kasi baka maapakan ka ng horse.
Maapakan ka ng horse or masyado
Oo.
ka nang masanay sa baba. If you get too
Oo.
comfortable sa baba, get back as fast, but not naman too fast. Yung
And also,
base
I
sa
think
heart.
the main thing is to
The
also
key.
learn why you failed so that you don't repeat those failures.
Bumalik ka dun sa number 3.
Oh,
Bumalik ka dun sa number 3.
bumalik ka sa 0.
No,
So
the
you have
number
to
3, which
learn.
is know thyself. You're just
Yeah, okay.
repeating. Yeah, you're supporting number 3 right now.
Correct.
So,
So learn your lessons, and it's okay to fail many times.
yeah.
That's why we're alive, because we fail every day, and then we just learn. We're all
Yes.
learners.
Life,
Letter F.
#lifelong learners. And then be gentle. Coach Leah always reminds me, Coach Leah Rigel, episode 1, watch it if you can, reminds me all the time to be gentle. Be gentle with yourself, you guys. This is not an easy thing na pinasok natin, this being an immigrant mom. It's one of the hardest things that I've ever gone through in my life, and the most rewarding as well. Because look at us.
Okay. All right. Okay, CP. Before we move away from the topic of your why, I just want to know, how do you feel so far? Like, we are now in episode 4. What is your plan?
First of all, I feel amazing. But not always. Not always. Yay! Wala yung ating sound card. Thanks for asking. I feel amazing. My dear husband, let's call him my
your papa,
hubby G, was asking the same question after every episode. He asks me, and sabi ni hubby G, so how are you? And my answer, medyo mayabang ang dating nito ha. Sorry kung mayabang po yung lalabas. Pero sabi ko, it feels like I've been doing this all my life. So that's the feeling.
That's the feeling.
I stopped working and I just got back to working. It feels natural. It feels very natural.
I love that. I love hearing that.
Thank you, Chawing.
Yeah, I do really.
And I'm so grateful that you are supporting the weirdness. Thank you.
I don't know what to say. I like the way, I like your weirdness. But anyway, you didn't answer my question. Yung isa kong tanong na, anong plans mo? Yeah, like, who are your future guests? How many episodes are we gonna do?
So we are now in episode 4.
Yeah, 4.
Diba? Episode 4 na tayo ng, lagay natin ng ating brand.
Out of how many?
Okay, so we are now on episode 4 of the Chiqui Stories podcast. And I plan to, and this is Tita Agnes, super duper entrepreneur extraordinaire of WFG, advised that we do a solid 90 days. That means 3 months. That means about 12.
About 12.
12.
About
13.
10 to 12. Yeah.
Naglalaro dyan.
Right.
And then we recalibrate. We will begin that post-production of the episodes. Hopefully, a sound engineer can mix and match and, fix the levels. And then after that, then we'll see if we want to continue. I think 3 months, like a solid 3 months.
Fantastic. So we'll
see.
A third of the way.
God willing.
You realize that. We're a third of the way.
A third of the way, yes.
A third of the way. Okay. All right. Okay. Next
si Maestra, daming papel.
Dami. All right. So let's go back. Once again to when you became an immigrant mom, right? So just talk about that. I think you arrived in Toronto. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Toronto.
2000, yeah.
Or to the locals, Toronto. Walang RW daw. Toronto. Toronto. 2000
when you arrived at Toronto,
2001.
You had 3 kids?
One.
Or were they born in, One. Oh
Just
my
the
God.
eldest one who just
So
graduated from university.
So you have
Kahit
one.
maputi na ang buhok natin. One, yeah.
So the other two,
Were
dyan na
born,
pinanganak.
yes.
Were born there.
My unika
Okay.
iha was born a year after. Bilis, no?
Right.
So,
Okay.
and then the youngest one, my chimbo, 2 years after Una.
Mhm.
So,
So how was that? How was the adjustment? From having,
hard.
house help and
Hard
you
as
have to do everything.
hard as
Okay.
very hard. Next question.
Mhm. Next question. Why did you
Huwag
leave
pag-usapan
Manila?
yung hard.
Why did you leave and start over again?
And now we're starting over again. Okay, where do I begin with that? Okay, I'll just pick the top answer. When I fell in love with my hubby G,
Mhm.
back in 1999, so bilis
So you
eh,
met
bilis.
Jack in 1999
1999 in Manila because
in
he was
Manila.
working there.
Okay.
Yes. Bilis after mga siguro nag-date lang kami ng mga 4 or 5 months and then chwing! Preggers na. That was the fastest one. Oo. Kasi talagang pag destiny. An episode for another time. But when we had Saul, that was the time of President Erap, and ang daming kidnapping na nangyayari at that time. So my mama bear instincts took over and said, this is not the place to raise our son, Saul.
Okay.
So I said,
think we have
what
the same
are the options?
reasons.
Yeah.
So we had the same reasons.
A lot of us na naging nanay at that time were probably thinking the same way. Yeah. And I said to Jack, I think we need to move. Where? Si Jack lang why? Where? I like it here. He loves the Philippines.
He does.
I think it might be a good idea to move to Canada. No, but he really wanted to do so as well because his family is here. His entire family, mom, dad, brothers.
Why you chose Canada? Because he has family.
And Canada is amazing.
No regrets.
None at all. It's the best place I could have chosen. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, all right. Were you lonely? Because you were
yes!
back then. You had, you had a career, right?
Yes.
You had a career. You sort of gave all that up and then became a housewife.
I've already not given up.
Well,
ay naglaylo na ako even before I met siya.
Okay.
I was sort of on the burnout stage. Burnt out, disillusioned, and all the rest of the feels of somebody who thought that a singing career is this and then it's that. You thought it's this and then you put your whole life into it and then it's that.
So magkaibang kamay.
Oh, it's different. So,
okay.
And then I couldn't reconcile. I couldn't reconcile the expectation with the reality. So I said, lie low. Let's see what God will bring.
So it was a no-brainer basically for you to leave kasi medyo naglaylo ka na sa singing.
Tugma. As with everything that's meant to be boys and girls, it will just parang pieces of a puzzle falling into place ang feeling. Yeah.
Okay. Now, CP, I have so many questions, but we're already at 40 minutes.
That's okay. We don't have to stick. But before we go on, let's let's say hello. Break
Hello.
muna, break
Sige,
for them.
you hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Mayong buntag sa inyong tanan nga nagkapaminaw diha.
Who's
Jonah
online?
Jane, all the way in Samal. Oh, not Samal, Davao. And then our loves belated happy birthday, Menchi. Hi, Ron. Hi, Glo and Lauren and Maan. Hello. Dolly, good afternoon or evening, morning. Just good greetings to Dolly. Dolly's going to be part of our show one of these days because that's another Imi mommy who can help us learn more about how to handle things. Dolly, by the way, is the daughter, Dolly Specht. Dolly Pangan Specht is the daughter of Chiquito Pangan. And she's one of our angel patrons.
Right.
And
Okay. Thank
yes,
you,
thanks
Dolly.
Dolly for being for supporting. Malapit na mag-break even yung aming expenses with our income. Malapit na. Nasa $19 na po ang kita namin.
Okay. I-plug yung banner natin for Patreon.
Yeah. Just do
The
it.
banner.
Wruddy, no need to check in with me while I'm
Yeah,
reading
but I have
this.
to minimize. Here you go. I got
Also
it.
to Cecilia.
There it is.
Hello. And Menchi, di ko marinig. Ha? Bakit? Sabi ni Arch Gonzalez is here, ang esposo ni Vitamin D. Refresh po, balik mo ulit. Sabi naman ni Jonah, ayan, I love the community, nagtutulungan. They are telling each other what to do. Ayan, okay na. Need to reset. Ha ha ha. Happy hump day. Eliza Ong Mantilla, special mention because Isa is also one of our newest members of the Patreon. Yay to you! And then Lala said, Menchi Kyofisto, I can hear. Taray. Go with the flow. Am I late? Sabi ni Raquel, no, you're never late. Not for TCSP. You are always in time when you're in our loving and accepting circle. Ingon ni Jonah, kagwapa sa among Chiquiness. Oy, daghang salamat. Super Olan, hi Jonah. And hello everyone from Super O. Arnell is saying good morning from Tokyo with love. Kumbawa. Arigato gozaimasu. Sheila is here. Hi, Miss Chiqui. Hello to you too. And from Morocco, Casablanca, awake at 1:35 a.m. Oh my gosh, Raquel, thank you for making puyat with your TCSP family. Let your heart lead the way. Lay your heart, lay the way. See, we accept mistakes here too. And also, scrolling on daming comments. Thank you so much for all your Nicole, hello, good evening to you. Love Bantoto. Love. I love saying that name. Love Bantoto is a guy. His name is Love.
Oh,
and his
wow.
sister is
What's
Lovely.
his name?
Good vibes.
Good vibes, yes.
I don't know what I'm doing with my hands.
Be careful with your fingers.
Good vibes.
Baka magkamali ka. All right.
Good vibes. Okay, so okay. Thank you. Okay, so my brain is back on. Wait, water.
Do we have the VitaBabes coming soon?
I hope so. Did we share the link
Shall
with
we
them yet?
send the-
Invite?
I've got the link.
I got it. I'll do it. Sige.
You got it?
Okay, kwento ko
Sige.
muna dyan.
Share mo. Well, I have to ask you questions. But wait, let me see.
Parang dapat merong ano to ha. Kailangan dapat
Ano?
may, after the episode where
Let's
you're
have some
asking me, I
music.
need to ask you. I need to ask
back.
you back, yeah. Yes.
Okay, have you shared the link?
Yes,
Are you
I
ready
have.
for my next question?
Yes.
Talk about you. Again, you, the artist. Because you do so many things, Chiqui. You sing, you draw, you do a lot of things with your hands. You paint, you crochet. I have a lot of Chiqui beanies. Thank you. Chiqui beanies, yeah. You play the piano, you play the guitar. I don't know if you've played the guitar in one of your Chiqui Sabados. You also compose, borrowed time, remember?
Yes.
Borrowed Time. Yeah,
written
that
by
was
me
great.
and
You never
Lizelle.
sing that. Do you
I
sing? Have you
know, because I
sang
forget.
it?
See, that's the brain. But once nagawa na, okay, muntik nga akong ano
Yeah.
sabi ko, naka 3 episodes na, tama na, okay na tayo.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chiqui has a song. She composed it, and it's called Borrowed Time. So hopefully next Saturday you can sing it for us.
Hopefully.
And now, and you also, you're a good writer. You write
Thank
to me.
you.
Yeah, we've written each other for so long, and now you're a podcaster. Woohoo!
Woohoo! Something new.
And I think
Squirrel!
last night nag-research po ako, and I stumbled. I stumbled on your an old blog, and I remember that you also had a business called Cut Shots Photography.
Cat shots, yeah, because I am Catherine.
Cut shots, yes.
Yeah. I did that for
So
about
you
5-6 years. Family photography, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so and then you actually coined the phrase everyday magic. Can you tell us more about everyday magic?
I didn't coin the phrase. Well, I was talking about that. It was Georgie Alcantara, my kababata, another Dabawenya, who caught the word and then made the article about everyday magic. She caught it. And so all credits to Georgie Alcantara. Hi, Georgie, if you're watching.
Because I love it.
Thank you.
There's magic in our daily lives. We're just too busy to see it. So,
that is so
gusto ko lang i-remind yung ating listeners that, if you're self-aware, you will see magic everywhere.
Everyday magic. The everyday ordinary magic is what Georgie.
Yeah. There's
everyday ordinary magic. It's we were raised with big party, production number, extravaganza. It needs to be that big for it to be special, but that's wrong. That is not the formula for a life that will sustain happy. If you want to sustain joy in your life, you got to learn how to delight in the everyday. And photography taught me that. Photography, honest to God, taught me to look deeper at things and to look more in from nature to even everyday things. Even the kalat, I would take pictures of the kids' toys all over the place. And I'm so happy I did that. So happy I got into that because it really opened my eyes.
I was planning to show some photos, sana, kaya lang I didn't have time of your photography.
Oh, they can Google Cat Shots or Flickr. It's Cat Shots on Flickr? I think so. Yeah, you can.
I think so, yeah. So you had that community before when Flickr was big.
That's right.
Before Instagram, there was Flickr. There you go. But our connection really is writing. So you challenged me to write daily for 30 days. And I really love writing kahit maliit pa ako. But as usual, you park it, right? Because you get busy, you have a career, and you raise kids.
Yes.
And then enter Chiquiness and reminded me that, hey, let's get back to writing. So we did that for 30 days. And then we enjoyed it so much that we extended it to a year.
Did we really do a full year?
We did, and we called it 365 days of writing. I did mine 365.
Was I able to sustain? I don't think I did. No.
You missed a few days, but you always get back to it.
I always get back to it.
Yeah.
Good.
I keep sending you something, and
let's review that. Let's review.
Yeah, we should.
Let's review that.
So I was just before we get Rina, who's waiting now in the green room.
Hi, Rina.
Just tell us about journaling briefly.
Oh, my favorite topic.
Yeah.
Yay! I thought you'd never ask. Yeah, just briefly. Just briefly, okay.
What is journaling and how does it help you?
Yeah, I think everybody kind of has an idea what journaling is, but in my case, journaling is a literal sanity saver. And if you're sane, that saves your life. I started journaling at 10 or 11, very early on, because my mom was a teacher. That mom, if you're watching, I love you. Thank you for being a teacher. She, palagi yang nasa Alimars. Guys, remember Alimars? For those watching here na from Davao, it was like the national bookstore of Davao. And because as a teacher, you always had to buy materials for your kids, right? Grades, nursery, kinder, grade 1, yata yung tinuturo ni mom. And ako yung assistant niya. So I would help mom buy the crayons, the coloring books, the paper, cartolina, And then, syempre, tingin-tingin din ako ng sarili ko. And then I got to this section of just notebooks. And it was like, ta-da! The heaven's door opens up. And then I'm like, what are these things? It was love at first sight with the journals. And I got my very first journal. And I still have it to this day. You want to see it?
So you brought everything from Manila? Dinala mo lahat ng journals?
Everything from Manila. Every single one of them. I needed to tear some pages off.
You should have kept everything.
I know I regret doing that. But because, out of respect for my husband, G, I didn't. Because can you imagine finding love letters of your Wookiee in his...
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's true.
Right? So, nandun ako. I was more empathetic. Dapat pala pinadala ko na lang sa'yo, no?
Dapat. I would have kept it. And you can trust me.
Oh my God, the songs I could have written from those journal pages.
Yes.
But anyway, the love story continues, and this is the very first one. You ready? I'll show you. This is my first journal ever. I will show you my handwriting from when I was 11. Can you see it? I can make it big.
Wow.
This was the year. Naglalagas-lagas na nga yung 1981. So it's an artifact.
So meron pang drawings? Can I see? There's like sketches or just words? Were you sketching already?
So, bakit ayaw niyong lumakit, Chawing? Ayan. So, it says friendly diary. And it says, my boyfriend is a baseball player. 11 years old, pero naglalandi na sa journal. Kailangan may boyfriend is a baseball player. Landicious talaga this girl. Toy girl! And Alimars. Nakasulat po si Alimars.
Nakasulat si Alimars. Merong Alimars sa Cebu.
Meron din. In Taong Bisaya.
Meron.
Bisaya.
I love it.
Yes. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we can talk about journaling another episode siguro. Because there's a lot of questions I want to ask that we can share to the audience.
We want to allow others to join us, because this is the episode of the Friends episode where we will ask our friends to ask the questions.
Okay.
Are we going to open
Rina's
forum
there now? Rina's
Rina
there in the green room. Do you want to bring her on?
Yes. Representing the VitaBabes, boys and girls. Artistas na, sorry, nahiya po yung dalawang VitaBabes. They're very shy. My friends are introverts like I am. Pero nandiyan na si Reens. Reens, are you ready?
Si Reens. Are you ready?
Rina
Ayan, ready na si Reens. Add ko na.
Yes, let's add Rina Bells. Yeah! Ay, ang layo mo. Reens, bakit?
Malayo ba ako? Sorry.
Hindi, pwede nating ilapit yan.
Ilapit natin.
Ayan.
Sorry, meron. Okay, lalapit ako.
Ayan po si Rina, mga kaibigan. She is the original member of our VitaBabes group.
Hello everybody.
Hello.
Thanks for joining us, Rina.
Thanks for being here, Reens. Kamusta ka dyan?
Represent.
Medyo okay lang ako ba? I just have allergies. I don't know, sumumpong yung allergy ko. Kasi mag-August na eh.
Ganun talaga, no? I think ako din eh. Kaya ako sinipon eh.
Yeah.
Pero nagkaroon din ako ng ubo tsaka konting fever.
Yeah, but I'm here.
Thanks for being here and representing the VitaBabes. Nahihiya naman daw kasi si Ginny Lee at saka I don't know, Dolly? Is Dolly here?
She's watching.
But
She's
she's not gonna
watching
show
kasi
herself?
ewan ko. Pinadala ko na
Mm,
yung ano sa ano natin, sa group chat
in the
natin.
group chat, yeah.
Yung link, mukhang may ibang ginagawa. So,
Busy,
anyway.
busy. Anyways,
Busy.
You're here.
So, yes. So,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Thank you for having me.
I can't see my face. Sige.
Oh wait,
Medyo
I'm gonna
tired.
remove the banner.
Yes, please.
Ay. Oh.
Ayan.
So
Okay.
let's
Ayan.
look at the questions from
Questions?
our let's look at the
Ayan, it's time
questions
to ask
from
your questions.
our comment section. Wala namang question. Palakpakan.
Hello, hello.
Parang wala. Walang question.
Walang mga katanungan. Wala.
Pero-
Okay, that's okay.
Meron akong question
Rina
if
na
she
lang.
wants.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Serena, yes.
I know some of the questions I had, Chawing already asked, pero meron pa rin akong isang question. So when did you start to continue singing nung dumating ka dito sa Canada?
When did I start?
When did you continue
When
singing?
when did I start back?
When did you start
Yes,
back?
yeah. When did you resume your singing?
Definitely after the
age?
third child was born.
Hmm.
And then after that little stint of episode someday I'll talk about. But I think Typhoon Haiyan. Remember the typhoon
Yeah,
where
fundraising?
I started? Yeah, I was asked to help. I was asked to help, and I wanted to help. We did about 7 or 8 concerts, fundraising concerts at that time. So whenever that typhoon was, that's when I got called back. Called back.
Around 2013 or 14, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you
go. Oh, I remember watching you dun sa Kalayaan. So I don't know if that was the time.
That was around the same time, I think. Pero yung Kalayaan, more of sulpot. That was all more private.
Oh, okay.
More for the community. Nothing commercial.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you for answering the question.
You're very welcome.
And
Parang maestra tong si Rina.
Parang maestra, no? Para napagaya
I like it.
Para pagaya ako kay Chawing. So anyways. My last
May listahan ka rin, Rina.
Meron ako listahan. So ang last one I think is which holiday is the hardest for you? Being away from
all of the
your
above.
But,
yeah, holidays are very triggering, right?
Yes.
They trigger us, lalo na Pasko.
Yes.
Oh my God! Every Christmas, ang aking thought process is ayoko na, uwi na ako. So to your question, Chawing, did you ever think of going back? Because I reviewed your questions. Thank you for them.
Yeah.
The questions. Every Christmas, palaging dialogue ko sa utak is, ayoko na, uwi na ako. So Christmas, the answer.
Yeah. It's probably one sa atin lahat siguro mga immigrants. I think Christmas will be kasi lalo na dito sa atin, yung hindi siya kasing festival. Yung ano ba yung sa Pilipinas kasi daming mga lights, masyadong
That's right.
You know, very happy ang Christmas natin. Dito hindi masyado, right?
Yeah.
Walang masyado.
Unless you go in the middle of downtown.
True.
Doon. Sa suburbs, malungkot.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's where we are, where me and Chiqui. Well, yes. Ako lumalapit na ako pala sa downtown.
Oo, nasa happy place ka na.
Malapit na pala ako sa downtown.
Sabi ni Eliza, iba kasi Pasko dito, mas masaya talaga sa atin. Yeah.
Agree.
Tama. Ano nga ba yun, Iza? Yung it's more fun in the
Philippines. More fun in the Philippines. Totoo yan.
Kaya diba, we tend to go back around Christmas time. Nagbabakasyon tayo around Christmas time. Kasi yun din kasing weather doon, lalo tayo dito tayo sa malamig. Pagka around Christmas time din kasi medyo malamig sa Pilipinas, right?
Oo, mga 23, 24.
Mm.
Malamig na ba yon?
I mean, mas malamig
Cooler,
kesa
cooler.
April.
For
It's like
sure,
first
yeah,
April,
yeah.
no? Diba?
Pero maginhawa yon, maginhawa. Napakaginhawa ng December sa atin. Parang perfect.
Yes. Yeah. Saka nandun kasi ng mga families get together, ganun,
Yeah.
di ba? So I think that's one reason why we pick Christmas. Anyways, that's my question. Those are my questions.
Let's see. I think may nagtanong, Ron is asking if you are given 24 hours and you use it to travel in time and space. Knox, science question. Ding, 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 ding. You can split the use and distribute. Where, when will you go and why? Aba. Panalo tong tanong na to. Pang sci-fi.
Kasama yan sa rapid fire questions ko, Chiqui.
Alo, nag-usap kayo ni Ron?
Well, similar lang.
Oh, 24 hours. Travel in time and space. Oh my. Childhood, for sure.
Wow.
I had quite a happy childhood prior to 12, 13, 14, 15, when everything came crashing down. Another episode. No, but childhood was happy. Kasi, like I said earlier, kanina, Reens, kay Charina, we lived right across the ocean. So beach, halos every weekend, nasa beach kami, swimming pool. And then it's like very nature. Davao is just full of the beauty of nature. Sa mga hindi pa nakakarating sa Davao, bumisita kayo sa Davao. Napakaganda po.
CP, there's a question here.
Doon.
Have you finished with the answer?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you have. This one. Ayan.
Gerard Reyes Aven Gerard Walsh. Have you read Conversations with God by Neil Donald Walsh? Yes. I have all
Many
1, 2,
times.
3. Conversation 1, book 1, book 2, book 3. Yes. Thank you for your question.
So, shall we do the rapid fire? Wala na akong mahanap din.
Meron din question si Menchi.
Menchi has a question.
Yes.
Can you read it out, Rina?
Okay.
Kasi,
what did you see and feel in How Did You Know song, and you choose it to be your carrier single over Tanging
Good
Ikaw?
question. That's from Menchi, right?
Yes.
Menchi, Chay, kunyari ka pa, alam mo naman yung sagot. My producer, Venny Saturno, who I respect, admire so much, wrote Tanging Ikaw and other songs. But I had to follow my heart. So we keep circling back to this follow your heart lesson, no? Chawing.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The song connected with me so much. Whatever was happening in my life at that time is super. Wait, we have to remove that comment because it's not related to the question. I picked it out of a box of cassette pa noon. And as soon as I listened to it, and it was Ate Cecile singing it, kasi siya yung composer po, right? So she was singing it, and it just felt like my own story. So that's why I chose it.
Okay. Just scrolling
Sabi ni
through.
Pam, talaga para sa iyo po yung How Did You Know? Yes. Meant to be talaga.
I have a question here. I think Menchi has another question. Ito ba yung what made you decide to give up your career?
So ano po ang challenges niyo dito when you migrated? Paano po ninyo na-overcome yun? Na-overcome ba? Yes, na-overcome na. 21 years later. So the first challenge is what we talked about earlier, yung kalungkutan. Yun po talaga. On the surface, we complain about, ang dami naman trabaho, pagod na ako, challenge, I'm so tired. Kailangan pa bang linisan yan? Vacuum, laba. Sabi nga nung isang ka-immigrant dad naman to, si Senor Sunny Azurin, told me, he's a bassist for the big stars in the Philippines. Sabi niya, hindi tayo Canadian Canadian tayo Sabi ko, bakit Canadian Filipino accent? Hindi. Maglaba ka na dyan, magluto ka na dyan, at saka maglinis ka na dyan. So, sabi ko, oo nga, we are the Canadians. And that is the first, biggest, talagang para, it will just overwhelm you. Ang daming gawain. Kasi walang katulong. Pero, wala palang masihirap pa dun sa feeling na, ay, mingaw. Ay, everything we grew up with, wala dito. So, lalo na sa holidays, the level of sadness is just beyond anything that you have ever felt in your life. Paano yun ma-overcome? Ito po. Do what you love. Even if you don't, walang time. You make time. Treat it like a date yourself. Pencil it in. Whatever it is you love, make sure you do it at least once a week. And that's how it starts. Once you do what you love once a week for yourself, you will find yourself doing more. Magtutuloy-tuloy na yan. Pero yun ang step one. And then like I was asked by our host, excellent host for today, what are the on-track things? Ibabalik ko po yun. Have a routine. That's number one. Number two is find a support group. I have mine right here, represented by Rina. The VitaBabes and Charina are my support. And then the third is aralin po ang sarili. This is the chance to get to know ourselves in this diaspora. I hope that answered your question. Isa, thank you. Okay, so appear, we are Canadians. Thanks, Pam, another member of our group. Meron pa? What happened to our host? Nag-freeze? Nag-freeze ka, Chawing? Hindi.
No. Someone muted me.
Oh, yeah. I had to mute you because every time you move the papers, ang lakas-lakas.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah.
So, meron pang what? Okay, here is another one from Menchi. What and who inspires you when you write songs?
Mga kwentong buhay. Borrowed Time was a song that came up because I was very close at that time to my support group, which was composed by my, that was the season of my university friends. So yung mga namin, whatever we were, yung mga angst namin at that time. And that was like, 10 years ago? At the very least, yeah. So kung ano yung kwentong buhay ng grupo namin, yun na isulat namin. And that would be my schoolmate Lizelle, attorney Lizelle. And what else inspires me? The last one I wrote is a movie theme song for an indie movie called Guro, which will be coming out very soon here in Toronto. Special plugging. And the movie inspired me to write. So I take inspiration from what's happening around me, the stories happening around me. Mm-hmm. Thanks, Minch, for your question.
Okay, Doug.
So do you have another question, Chawing? Chawing. I'm actually thinking maybe so aside from singing, what is the next thing? Well, I know your family is close to you. Well, everybody's family is close to us, right? But so aside from singing, what's the next best thing that's close to your heart? What's the next after singing?
Are you asking yung mga sa arts ko, Rins? Yung whatever artistic expression?
Yeah, you can say that. It's something that you like to
that
do.
I love. For the different artistic expressions, the next one would be so singing, songwriting. I would say watercolor at the moment. Painting. Painting is my next. Painting and crochet, magka-level sila. In terms of more general family, the work that we're doing here, connecting immigrant moms all over the world, I would say nature, going out in nature, taking walks, going close to the water, going into the water, up the mountains. And this is why I love golf, because it is very, you're literally in nature as you're playing golf. So those are the loves.
So would you say that nature helps you de-stress when you're getting
Absolutely.
lost?
100%. Yes. Very much. Instant. Chawing, we were just talking about this, right? Nature.
Yes.
Nature walks.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Nature walks. We're going on a big walk next year. Remember?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Saan kayo pupunta? Sydney?
It's
No.
it's actually a pilgrimage.
Oh.
Pilgrimage walk.
It's called the
Charina.
Camino de Santiago in Spain, Rina.
Oh.
You actually walk from the eastern border of Spain, and then you walk all the way to the west.
Yeah.
It's 800 kilometers the western border. So yung buong Spain lalakarin mo. So you go
How
from
many
town
days?
to town.
Oh,
It's
how many
800
days?
kilometers, and it's up to you how long you have or how many kilometers you want to do. But our aim is to do 20 kilometers a day, which is, very achievable. So 40 days we've set aside. So I'm gonna take a long service leave.
Kayanin ba natin?
40 days.
Ikaw,
Tapos
kaya.
maglalakad lang kami araw-araw.
Hindi na ako sasama.
But the idea
ba?
is to strip yourself of all the, comforts of life.
That's
Basically,
what a pilgrimage
you have
is.
you just carry everything that you need in your pack. Siyempre, maliit lang kasi mabigat kung maraming laman. And then you wash whatever
Essentials lang.
you're going to wear the next day. So, yun lang. And then you stay in hostels. And then you meet other people who are also in some kind of journey.
Yes,
So,
yes.
And then you switch off, like totally switch off.
And you know what they say?
You can go from church to church because Spain, there's so many churches in every town.
Yeah.
So something to look forward to.
Very much so. Sorry for sing it, pero Chawing, let's tell them about how this is a calling. Like, you don't go to the Camino calls you to come.
Yes.
I think that's a big piece.
It is. So it's the first time probably for you, Rina, to hear about it. And ako siguro 10 years ago, I heard about it. Pero parang hindi ko lang
Not
pinapansin.
yet.
And it keeps coming back.
Yes.
I napanood ko yung movie and, oh, yeah, I've heard about it. The movie's nice, so you start looking into it. And then somehow, depending where you are in your life, like, if you're having a midlife crisis or you're grieving or you're trying to find out what's the next step you want to do in your life, change of career, or you got redundant. Ano bang ibang word for redundant? Kasi sa Australia, yung nawalan ka ng trabaho. So parang you wanna, it's also a time to know yourself more. So you're gonna walk as yourself. Hindi ka wife, hindi ka friend, hindi ka anak. Just you. So that's the challenge. You are on your own for 40 days, just walking and meditating.
It's gonna be such a challenge. But I
Yeah.
love walking, so I think I'm gonna. And ano, the bisdak power.
Okay, so
Maybe I
yeah,
can
we look
do.
forward to that.
Maybe I can do a 1 day, but not a 40
Oh,
days.
there's a 1 week.
Oh, 1 week.
There's
Yeah.
last
Well,
100 kilometers, Rina, because at the
Yes.
end of it, you get a certificate that you've done the walk. But in
oh,
order
Yes.
thanks.
to get the certificate, you have to have done at least the last 100 kilometers.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's up to you how long it will take you.
I
Right,
think
10K a day.
this is a whole episode that we will be
It
dedicating
will
to
be.
this. We'll find somebody who has done the Camino. Maybe Dolly has done the Camino. Not our Dolly Reeds, another
Maybe.
Dolly.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, hindi na talaga dumating ang ating
Done.
VitaBabe. Buti na lang may Rina Bells. Talaga.
Masama.
Represent kahit masamang pakiramdam. Oh,
I
you're
know,
doing
you
you're
could
doing an
see.
episode 3. She's doing an episode 3.
Oh,
Chawing. No? Chawing.
meron.
She's doing episode 3. Remember, I was sick in episode 3. So,
Yeah.
VitaBabe Rina is being
I know.
present.
Like
kahit
my
mas-
eyes.
Okay.
Ah! So,
My eyes
Hindi
is
na pick up.
actually. My eyes
But
is
anyway,
actually
thanks so
tearing
much.
the whole day.
I know. Sorry, Reens, for having to represent yung dalawang shy girls natin. But thank you so much, Reens. Until the next one. Hindi last.
Thank
This is not the last time, ha?
Thank you.
Kailangan mong gawin yung
Yung-
Rina
yung
has a commercial to present one of
That
these
reminds
days.
me, I should
Yeah, go.
get that one.
Yeah, don't shoot yourself. Okay,
Yeah.
sing it. Thanks, Reens. We're gonna let you rest.
Thank you, and have a good
Bye-bye.
night.
Do you have
everyone.
anybody you want to greet while you're here? Happy birthday to you. Si Hermie.
Oh,
Si
yes, si Hermie,
Hermie.
actually, inano ko tinag ko, but I guess she's busy or something. So
Okay,
Hermie,
that's all right.
and, yeah,
Watching the replay, Hermie. Thank you so much
yeah.
for my pasalubong, which I have not received until now.
I know. I saw it today. I'm like, oh my god.
Thanks so much, Rina.
Salamat.
Maan is
Thank
saying
you.
thanks, Rina. Menchi, get well soon, Rina.
Thank you.
Yes.
You.
Thanks, Reens. We'll see you again
You're
soon.
welcome.
I'll talk to you later.
All right.
God bless. Mwah. And that was Rina Bells of the VitaBabes. She resurrected. No, she actually was the one that her and I started the VitaBabes. And then she introduced me to Dolly. And then Ginny, who I've always been friends with since nursery, joined the group. And so now I have my vitamins for my everyday. We need vitamins every day.
CP, are we wrapping up? I have rapid fire questions for you.
Rapid fire. Okay. You're the facilitator.
I've been dying to do rapid fire questions.
Rapid fire. Sige, rapid
Yeah.
fire. No.
ano
Wait.
lang.
Before rapid fire, let's announce first the thing. Ibitin
Oh my
talaga.
gosh.
Before we
Oh, sige,
forget, so we're gonna forget. Now while I'm remembering. Okay, so next week, ladies and gents, I'm gonna have my another kababata, Miss Anne Marie Luayon Texon, with us. She is a music director and co-founder of Bites and Notes, a music studio based in San Jose, California. Si Anma po and her family have been serving the community of San Jose for 25 years now. Sa Bites and Notes. Her core belief is that the gift of song is meant to be shared, yes, and to be used as an instrument to help others in need. Anne-Marie considers herself blessed to be a wife, business owner, and mother of 3 adult sons who she raised with the love of music in mind. She considers Bites and Notes to be her second family and is proud to be a mom to past and current students. So that's the Chiqui Stories podcast guest for next week, July 20. And then for episode 6, I will breathe. Anma, sorry, I love you so much, but it's not going to be the same reaction because The guest for episode 6 is no other than OQ. And sino hindi nakakakilala kay Miss Odette Quesada? Calm down, Chiqui. Okay. Odette Quesada is parang gumanan-ganon. Nakikita tuloy yung pagkapitik-pitik. Chawing, ang lakas ng music. Sandali. Hindi ko na marinig ang aking sarili. Over mga 30% lang. Okay, from the top. Okay. Action. TC. OQ! Kaibigan naman kita. Kilala na kita. Na, hindi pa kita nauututan. Pero
hinga.
Fe pa lang ang umuutot. We've known each other for 5 years. 4, but Miss Odette Quesada, how can you, Chawing, how are you calm? How are you calm knowing that Miss Odette Quesada is gonna be part of the Chiqui Stories podcast? Talagang stoic sister ko ito. Parang talagang,
I'm in love with. I don't know what to do. Don't know what to say. And it's written
yes, she was in the same room with your Rick Segreto. How are you not reacting? How?
I'm dancing inside.
Stoic, man.
Stoic mode. Namaste.
Dali lang, sandali. Remove. Magagana siya. Anma, I love her. She's my kababata. Para balance. We grew up together. We know each other's love stories. And she is a music teacher. So guys, you guys watching, you want to learn more about music, how to be a better singer while being an immigrant at the same time and having a school. Anma is the person. Okay? You got that right? That's next week. Anma, I love you. Thanks for saying yes.
By July 20th. Put it in your calendar.
We will be featuring a lot. And then for episode 6, that's July 27, Miss Odette Quesada. Okay, I will try. I'm trying so hard. Odette Quesada is a multi-award winning singer, songwriter, and record producer whose songs ruled the Philippines' airwaves in the 1980s. She was barely out of her teens when she became the country's most sought-after hit maker. Odette's songs have stood the test of time and have been recorded, covered, and revived through the years by numerous artists, such as Rick Segreto, Kula Desma, Gary Valenciano, Raymond Lauchenko, Atishawi Sharon Cuneta, Lea Salonga, Lani Misalucha, Jed Medela, and Angeline Quinto, to name a few. Early this year, she was one of the recipients of the PhilSCAP's Filipino Society of Composers, Authors, and Publishers, a performing rights society, the Lifetime Achievement Award. So we will have Miss Odette Quesada for July 27, 2022, Wednesday. I cannot!
Put that in your calendar, people.
I tried.
Okay. Wow. That's
para akong nagka-Lifetime Achievement Award. Ang feeling sa podcast. That would be such a great way to end.
Yeah.
July.
Parang what? July? Okay, akala ko yung buong podcast season eh. Just
no,
July.
We'll
so
definitely...
you're gonna have 6 by then.
Yes. The 6th one. Wow. Moving forward. Last week's we'll review. Last week was Miss Fe de los Reyes, which we loved so much as well. Fe and OQ are best friends.
That's 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago.
Oh, 2 weeks ago?
Wait. Yeah.
Oh, Arlene.
Was
yes.
last week.
When I was sick. Sorry.
Yeah.
Kasi sick. So, medyo, akala ko siya yung number 2. So, episode 3, Arlene. Episode 2, Miss Fe de los Reyes. Yeah. And I was just about to say, Fe and OQ are BFFs. They're best friends. For real. Then episode 1 is the co-creator, my coach, my life coach, my business coach. and one of the best, if not the best, transitions coach you will ever find in the world, Miss Leia C. Erigel. And you can find her at heartworkshealing.com. Also, Heartworks Healing on Instagram and everywhere on the World Wide Web. So there you go. I can't stay calm. I'm super excited. I cannot. Yes. Chawing, I have. Thank you so much. Thank you. You did it.
I did it. Oh my God.
Guys, please.
I don't know.
Round of applause. Big round of applause.
Virtual hugs.
Virtual hugs for Chawing. This is not an easy thing. I have experience and I still find it hard. So you are such a boss, babe. And for those of you who did not catch our first episode, you will hear more about Charina. So watch all the replays at chiquipineda.com. Press.
I was on episode 0.
Yeah. Banner. Chiquipineda.com. Kailangan may alert pa. You can catch that episode where I introduced Charina, because I cannot read all of Charina's accolades and awards. She is a super duper badass mom, marathon, hardcore. Not just a 5K, 100K po. Kaya nyo yan? 100K. 24, 48 hours po siyang tumatakbo. Ganito po.
CP, my rapid fire questions, because
I'm trying to avoid the rapid fire.
No, it's for fun.
Sige na nga.
For fun.
Okay, go.
Sige, ha?
Okay.
So, ito, just 2 choices. So, whatever comes to mind straight away.
Okay. Sa pula, sa itim. Okay. Sa pula, sa itim.
Okay. Are you ready?
Ready.
Pretty woman or Scent of a Woman?
Pretty Woman.
Leia Salonga or
rapid
Regine
fire.
Velasquez?
Naku, hirap.
Leia Salonga or Regine Velasquez? Come on.
Pass.
No.
We'll come back to it. Regine, Queen Regine all the way.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, next. Are you ready?
Rapid fire ba? Ang bagal?
Regal Films or Viva Films?
Ano? Rico Films?
Regal Films or Viva Films?
Viva Films!
Viva
That's
Films.
my recording company.
Next, Maricel Soriano or Snooki Serna?
Maricel! Oh, wait,
Maricel.
Snooki. Snooki when I was younger, Maricel when I was older.
Okay.
Boracay
or Palawan?
Palawan.
Yay! Para tayo.
Yes.
Okay, this one is not 2 choices. Name 1 song in your Spotify playlist. Go.
Song? Gravity. That was easy.
Wow, that's good.
I love that
and
song.
And with that, we are done. Marami pa yung listahan ko, pero we don't have time.
I know. Oh, we just hit 10 o'clock. Yeah. Chawing needs to go now. Oh, thank you so much, Chawing, for extending and giving us your precious time. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.
I asked the right questions.
I
have a thank you to read out, if you don't mind. Okay.
Yes, go for it. I will solo you. Do not resist.
No. Because I need to see your face when I say this.
Sorry. Okay, how do I remove you? Remove.
No. Both of us back.
There.
Ayan, okay. Okay. Chiqui, I acknowledge your work and for sharing your knowledge and experience to all of us. We thank you for bringing the Chiqui stories together as a community. And for giving us new words in our vocabulary, like the artistas, and encouraging creativity and giving us names. I don't know of anyone who loves doing that. For giving me a name called Wruddy or Chawing. And I'm sure all your other friends appreciate the special nicknames you give them. Very special. You're weird, but we love it.
Thank you. I'm glad. And if you don't, just let me know and I'll stop. No big deal.
AKM, marami. So
MKM.
Sorry, that you're the AKM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So anyway, thank you for seeing each one of us as we are, and sharing yourself, and nudging us into the right direction, really. You nudging me in my writing adventure. And I'm sure you're also mentoring other people in this community. So we thank you for that. We love you and we honor you. Yay!
I'll just take that in. Thank you, Chawing. Thank you for that. I appreciate that so much. And um, including the people that are named down below and many, many more. This has been the dream, and I've spoken about this dream with my closest and dearest for some time now. I really, really have wanted to do this for a long time because I know how hard it is to be an immigrant mom. I went through it and I almost didn't survive it, at least mentally. And I've gone through it all. I've gotten postpartum depression. I've had all kinds of I don't want to trigger anybody, but all of these ideations sa sobrang dilim. Dumidilim po talaga ang buhay ng immigrant mom. And we are here, Charina and I are here, and I'm talking to you now, immigrant mama, listening right now, especially if you're new. You will have dark days. We will not sugarcoat anything in this forum, in this community. We will tell you the truth. We love the truth. And there's a saying that goes, the truth will set you free, but it will piss you off first. That is so true for the Immi Mommy life. It will piss you off first. It will make you mad at God, and you will go say things like, Panginoon, bleep, bleep, because you are just exhausted and tired and, going crazy. But you will get over it. As the great Rumi always reminds us, this too shall pass. Just think of clouds. Para lang yung clouds. Oh, mahirap today. Hirap na ako. I want to give up. Oh, there's the sun again. Hello. Oh, I'm happy again. Let's go to the beach. Let's get Tim Hortons. Let's celebrate. And then find the writing buddy like Charina. That is my big, big advice. Chawing, we didn't talk about journaling, but I would like to invite everyone listening, watching, hearing this either today or in a replay. Chawing, let's invite anyone who wants to experience this very easy, simple, seemingly just magical, but it's not easy, especially when you're in day 29. It's too hard, but you gotta keep.
Not even day 29, kahit day 5,
Ako kasi mga 28, 29, pumapalya. But I want to invite you, this is the call to action portion, to join patreon.com, because I will be starting. I don't know about Chawing yet. I haven't asked her if she wants to join. I will be starting a daily practice of writing essayettes. And I'm using that word from one of our new favorite authors, Ron Gay, who wrote The Daily Delights. Oh my God, I hope I'm getting that right. The Book of Delights. Ross Gay, it's right there. It's a new discovery, and it is his inspiration that I'm using for this project. And I would like to invite you to join me. And all you have to do is, for just as little as $1.50 a month, which is nothing, help us sustain our very joyful, helpful, and sustainable TCSP by joining us at patreon.com. And we will be doing this essay with me. I will be putting it on the patreon.com as a daily contribution to what delights me, even if it's just essayette, which is about 100 words a day, which is nothing. It is just such a great practice so that you focus more on what delights you. And when you focus on something, what happens? It expands. What you focus on expands. So there, the books that have changed my life. So I just wanted to put that there.
You need to post this list in your Facebook.
I shall. Yes, ma'am.
So people can look at it. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
It's a
Okay, we
wrap.
did it. It's a wrap,
We did it.
and Chawing will Chawing will say bye-bye for now.
Yeah, I have to go.
She has to go because she
I'm
still has to
going
go to
now.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah. We appreciate you,
Yeah.
Chawing.
Thank
Namaste.
you. Thank you
God
for
bless you.
having me. Namaste.
Thank you so
Padayon.
much. Excellent job.
See you
Padayon.
next time.
So, bye, Chawing. I'll see you later. So, dyan po nagtatapos mga kaibigan, mga heartistas. Thank you for all your comments, guys. I'm looking at them right now and I will review them later. And you truly, and I'm just not being, showbiz here. You are the reason. Like Menchi right here is one of the reasons. God made everything right for you. You deserve all these AKM. Thank you for sharing your talents. We love you so much. And I love you so much. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You sustain me. You, sandali. Do not cry. Do not cry. You sustain my work. The VitaBabes, Charina, everybody on my Patreon. You help me expand this work. And now that I am in this place, like Dali said, you're in a place of contentment. It's time to give back, which is why I'm doing this. Ke magaling, ke masakit, may sakit, or malakas ang katawan, pagod ang katawan, I am committing to doing this every week, once a week, so that I can be of even a little help to my fellow immigrant moms all over the world. So if you are new or if you're struggling, even if you're not new, this is one of the options for you. And if you could kindly share it with other moms, immigrant moms in the world, or, if you know of somebody who needs, just a place to feel like they belong, consider sharing this forum with them. And next week, don't forget Anma. She is a music teacher and a dear friend of mine, and music director and co-founder of Bites and Notes. And then on the next Tuesday after that, Miss Odette Quesada naman po. So I wanted to read a beautiful poem as my goodbye for all of you today. You are going to love this professor, author, and just an amazing writer all around. His name is Ross Gay, and I'm trying to open. Oh, somebody's here. Did somebody want to join? No, sorry. Okay, so give me a couple of minutes to grab this poem that wala na kasi si Chawing, wala na yung aking co-prod. So I am clicking on things all by myself here. Okay, POQ, alis ka muna sa screen. Remove from screen. Okay, so where are you, Roske? Oh dear, this is embarrassing. I am losing my poem that I wanted to read to you guys. Wait lang ha, wait lang. Pasensya na po. Thank you for understanding. Okay, where are you? Yeah, that's the poster. Thanks. Oh, Chawing's still here. Thanks. See what a support group does. So kung pag medyo magpa-faint ka na, Ching, we're here to help kahit we're not here. Okay, so I'm gonna change the music to something that's more appropriate, okay? All right, I'm gonna read to you something from Ross Gay's Book of Delights. And I just discovered this author very recently. And when I heard, because I listened to Audible, I don't have enough focus when I'm reading. So because ADHD tendency, consider getting an Audible. And this is what he said, okay? This is from Book of Delights by Ross Gay, page 49. He's a professor and he teaches philosophy and writing. This is what he said. What if we joined our wilderness together? What if we joined our wildernesses together? Sit with that for a minute. That the body, the life might carry a wilderness, an unexplored territory, and that yours and mine might somewhere, somehow meet, might even join. And what if the wilderness, perhaps the densest wild in there, thickets, bogs, swamps, uncrossable ravines and rivers, have I made the metaphor clear? Is our sorrow or yung ating kalungkutan. Or to use Smith's term, the intolerable. It astonishes me sometimes, no, often, how every person I get to know, everyone, regardless of everything, and by which I mean everything, lives with some profound personal sorrow. Brother addicted, mother murdered, dad died in surgery, rejected by their family, cancer came back, evicted, fetus not okay. Everyone, regardless always of everything, not to mention the existential sorrow we might all be afflicted with, which is that we and what we love will soon be annihilated. Which sounds more dramatic than it might. Let me just say, dead. Is this sorrow of which our impending being no more might be the foundation, the great wilderness? Is sorrow the true wild? And if it is, and if we join them, your wild to mine, what's that? For joining two is a kind of annihilation or absolute destruction. What if we joined our sorrows? I'm saying, what if that is joy? And with that, my dear and wild artistas, on behalf of my TCSP team and partners, I wish all of you a joyful and always helpful, sustainable, courageously co-creative day or night. I love you. Thank you and God bless. This is Chiquiness saying bye for now.